How's it going, YouTube? This is Russet with Couch Spuds with Russet and Yukon. Yukon would normally be here, but he's currently at work, and this is my own endeavor. As you guys did see on that YouTube short that I did that got 10k views, by the way, thank you for that. This will be a build breakdown of my dragon. I don't know what the fuck to call it. All I know is it's still currently a work in progress. I guess this doesn't exactly show it off very well, but so first item, of course, you're going to need is the rock heart. You get that from the DLC. This is on a New Game Plus cycle, and I haven't been to the DLC yet. Otherwise, I would show you where to get it. But in the basement of the Shadow Keep, spoilers ahead, by the way, you can find a portrait that'll lead you to the rock heart on the Jagged Peak, I believe is what it's called. I'm not sure. I, played through the DLC once. Can't really remember much of it. All I know is it was a, pain in the ass to get through. But yeah, it acts just like the Dragon Stones in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I'm pretty familiar with that. So yeah, it gives you a bunch of resistances. I really don't know how useful that is, but haven't exactly tested it all the way just yet. And makes you look like that. Kind of cool, kind of meh in my opinion. If you hit the same button that you use to transform whichever you have it stationed on, sorry about that, it is currently the 4th of July and my neighbors are being loud, sorry about that. Now, if you hit the rock heart item again, it gives you a damage buff to dragon incantations. I believe dragon communion incantations. There is another separate build that I'm working on with this same profile that is based off the dragon priestess heart, which boosts dragon cult incantations. I'm not going to show that one off because I don't have it prepared. I don't have any of the resources that I need to get it prepared at the moment. But let's jump into this. The equipment that I am currently running is a plus 10 Dragon Communion Seal and a plus 9 Dragon Communion Seal. And for the Dragon Communion Seals, you're going to need a New Game Plus cycle to get 2 of them. What you're going to do is go right over here to the Fringe Folk Heroes grave where you start out. It's the area right past the, the imp statues that require Stone Sword Key. It's a total pain to get there. I will... Yeah, you know what? I'll just show you a quick run through if I can. This build video might kind of drag out a little bit. I'm unfamiliar with doing build videos. But yeah, you're going to start off right here at the Stranded Graveyard Site of Grace. You're going to just take a leap right down here. Now, there are going to be chariots in here that are a total pain to get through if you don't know how to do it. But, I've got like 300 some odd hours, maybe a little bit more in this game. Not to toot my own horn here. I know there are people that have far more. I kind of just play to play. I don't play to, what do you call it? I don't play for clout, so to speak. I don't know what the correct word for that would be is. I'm normally not the one commentating on these videos. That's normally Yukon that does it. I'm kind of just the guy that plays the games. So this is kind of out of my wheelhouse, so to speak. But yeah, and then from over here, again, you're going to want to pay attention to the chariot. It'll be probably right behind you at this point. Yep. The chariot's a total pain. Sorry about that. I am, like I said, not well versed at running through here. I'm trying to get better because, the build showcase that I did, again, got 10k views, which was spectacular. And with me currently not working at the moment due to some medical problems that I'm having, I had to step away from work, and it's been really stressful on me, Yukon, and my wife. Because Yukon is the only one currently bringing in money. It's been a pain nonetheless, but we're getting through it. Yeah, there I go. I died. But right up there where that player character was headed, there's going to be a banished knight that will drop the the dragon communion seal. It's a, extremely good seal if you're running dragon incantations. And now for the talismans. We got the Faithful's Canvas Talisman, which I believe is a 4% increase to incantations. The Flock's Canvas Talisman, which, again, is, I believe, a 15% buff to incantations. I'm not too sure. I don't exactly pay attention to the statistics of these or, what they do entirely. I, of course pay a little bit of attention to things. Now, the Blue Dancer Charm is kind of the key to this build since you don't wear any armor, because the Rock Heart does not allow you to wear armor. Again, much like the Dragon Stones in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Now, the last and other, integral medallion or talisman that we need is the Roar Medallion, because I believe after patch 1.07, I think it was, they added the fact that it enhances breath attacks and, roars. Now, it doesn't exactly seem like we use any roar attacks in this, but, I'll get to that. Currently, the Flask of Wondrous Physic is a work in progress. I'm not entirely sure which way I'm going to take it. I do currently have the Opaline Hard tier, which boosts all damage negation temporarily, and the Leaden Hard tier because, poise, you're not going to want to get knocked out of your breath attack, or any attack for that matter. And as for levels, I have currently 60 in health. That's kind of the base that you're going to want for really anything, because the DLC, even with the tree fragments, is exceedingly rough. Now, you could take this into the DLC if you were more well prepared for it. Mind 39, I'm gonna raise that to 40 as soon as I get another level, since you're gonna want 40 in that. Endurance really only matters for a few small things, since, again, we're not wearing any armor. Strength and dexterity, you're not gonna really want those. I don't believe these have any requirements for... Yeah, no, they don't. I mean, you could alter this to, use... where is it? The Dragon Hunter's Great Katana, if you wanted to run, like, a Dragon Communion, Great Katana Wielder. I don't know what you would call it. It is an extremely fun weapon to use. I used it nearing the end of my DLC run. It was spectacular. But again, you're also going to want... Don't touch intelligence unless you're going to use it. We're going to put faith up to 45 just so we could use, I believe, a couple of our incantations that we need. Because the current incantations that I have are Golden Vow, because always run Golden Vow, no matter what. Even if you're a melee character, run Golden Vow. Howl of Shabriri for the damage buff as well. Now, you could set up with, like, a Black Dumpling or Rakshasa's armor set kind of thing going for even more damage buff, but again, that would get rid of the Dragon Rock, or the Rock Heart that you... It's kind of the building block for this build. Now, as you can see, a lot of these do physical damage, and that's what I go for. You could go for more of a magic-based build if you wanted to. Like, for example, I use Bale's Flame Lightning, spectacular move, by the way, exceptional boss. Dragon Maw, Theodorix's Magma, which I might replace. I haven't exactly figured out what I would replace it with yet, but it's useful in some cases. Now, Exike's Decay is kind of crucial for this, considering the Scarlet Rot Breath and Exike's Decay both do physical damage. Again, and this is a physical damage-based build. Now, the last move is Dragon Claw, mostly because it's cost-efficient and, pretty fun to use. Now, we are going to get into a damage test really quick. I was over here for that, but, had to show off a few things. Now, I will also show off a couple areas really quick where you get specific talismans, if I can remember correctly. High Road Cave is where you get the Blue Dancer's Charm. I do know that. Over here in the Celia Crystal Tunnel is where you get the Faithful's Canvas Talisman. Now for the Phlox Canvas Talisman, you're going to have to get it from Gowry after either progressing most of the way through Millicent's quest line and killing him, or just outright finishing Millicent's quest line, which that is a long quest. It'll take you basically everywhere, including all the way up here to the Halleck Tree, my favorite area of the game. You could also use... Oh wait, I forgot one more talisman. This one you're going to find in the Limgrave Tunnels. You're going to defeat the Stone Digger Troll for that one. Really easy boss fight, and that's where you get the Roar Medallion. Now, like I said, we're going to take this in for a damage test really quick. And again, sorry, build videos aren't exactly my strong suit. I never expected my, quick little damage test short that I uploaded to really gain any traction, but there were a couple of people in the comments that asked for a build, and I figured I would oblige. Okay, so first off, let's just kind of get in here. I don't remember what this Evergel is, but we're going to get that figured out. And I guess before walking up there, we're going to hit all of our buffs, do that, normal pre-buff routine, a whole 3-year buff routine. It's a staple of Elden Ring at this point. Now, you don't have to go all the way with Howl of Shibriri. I just prefer to, mostly because I like it. It's just fun to make your character scream in agony. In fact, I don't exactly think it's crucial to take it all the way up. It might just be a waste, for all I know. And then we're going to hit that. We are going to hit our Wondrous Physic, pop up to Bale's Lightning. Oh, it's an Alabaster Lord. Or Onyx Lord. And yeah, now we're not going to be able to poise through that. Now, this does take a bit to charge up. Yeah, see, that's where we're going to pop up with this. Bale's Lightning is exceptionally good, but its draw time is a bit of a pain. Yeah, see, this is kind of... I'm not exactly good at fighting Onyx and Alabaster Lord, but I do kind of know my stuff when it comes to this. And if you're seeing those damage numbers, that's kind of a good basis. Oh, there's something with me here again. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna pop up with Dragon Maw. Ah, crap. Try it back again. And boom. And as you can see, Dragon Maw hit for 3,058, I think it was. But, yeah, no, that right there is the current work for the build. I didn't finish going through the stats because there are a few things that I have to preface really quick. Sorry about that. Now, for the rest of the stats, Faith, again, 45 for Golden Vow and Howl of Shibriri. Howl of Shibriri only requires 35, but both Dragon Incantations both scale off Faith and Arcane. Now, Arcane is currently the one that I'm struggling with. I'm trying to get it all the way up to 85 for a baseline. 61 is perfect. And ultimately, like I said, you could take this build whichever way you guys want. And you could turn it magic-based with some of the other dragon spells. Like, you could switch out the Faithful's Canvas Talisman for the Magic Scorpion Charm. I don't currently have that one. I forgot to get it on my last run-through of the game. You could get it from the Fire Scorpion Charm, the Lightning Scorpion Charm, or I believe the... I think there's a Holy Scorpion Charm as well. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. You could also run, like... you could run Radagon's Icon on it if you wanted to shorten spell times. You could possibly, I think, run Godfrey's Icon as well. I'm not sure if that is affected by anything, but I think you could. Or, you could even put the Moon of Noxtella on there for more memory slots if you really wanted to, but the spells that I gave are kind of just all you're really going to need, unless you want to do, more buffs. Now, as for buffing, you could also use, like, the normal simple buff routine of, like, Commander's Standards. Yeah, you could use the Rallying Standard from the Commander Standard. You could also use the Contagious Fury from the Jellyfish Shield. You could take this buff any way you guys really want to buff as much damage as you want. And again, like I said, this build is still currently in the works. It's not fully and wholly completed. I mean, I'm just barely past Renala in my second playthrough of the game, and I haven't really done anything else. I am using this character to platinum the game, because I'm like 2 trophies away from platinuming it. I know everybody's platinumed at this point, but I'm doing it for me. I am also currently working on another character build that might be shown soon. I'm not sure. It's still in like the extreme beginnings of the build at the moment. It is going to be featuring the Zweihander, one of my all-time favorite Souls weapons, because, I used to run Giant Dad in Dark Souls 1. Spectacular run. But, yeah, that is that. I think I've covered everything. I did a damage test, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And, again, I'm not really all too good at doing build videos, so this is kind of a first, and if you guys do like it, and subscribe if you want to, heck, maybe even just leave a comment telling me that I'm garbage. I'm just doing this because I feel like it would be fun, and I'm relatively good at these games. Well, again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.